And of course, when doubling season is in the house, all our tokens are aroused. I wanna be a rapper, okay? There's a couple of ways to help support this channel, and the easiest way is to like and subscribe. Wow, so easy! Another easy way to help support me is by using my affiliate links in the description. And the final way you can help support the channel is by supporting me directly by becoming a patron, where you can vote for patron selected commanders and get some behind the scenes action. The best way to help grow this channel is with the help of you guys. This video is sponsored by Collect Edition. They have a huge commander inventory and worldwide shipping, so check them out with the link in the description. I really love the direction that Wizards took this year with the Simic commanders. They decided to bring the power level down a step and make a normal Simic commander that's not too broken, you know? What the holy guacamole! Adrix and Nev, twin casters, 4 mana, 2/2 Merfolk Wizard, award 2 Hey, new errata. What is this? Whenever this creature becomes a target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, counter it unless that player pays 2. If one or more tokens would be created under your control, twice that many of those tokens are created instead. Hey, we had half of Dumbling Season's ability on Varinclex, now we have the other half on Adrix and Nev. Just a normal Tuesday for Simic commanders. Yeah, boy. Don't need to guess what direction we're going with this little merman, merwoman, merfolk, right? Gotta be politically correct. Tokens, yes, Simic that doesn't focus on ramping like a crazy person. Finally, something a bit different, I guess. First off, things are gonna be quite simple with this one. Will be, you guessed it, making tokens. Congratulations.
Congratulations! Congratulations!
Everything that makes tokens, from tokens to tokens to tokens. And then our token shenanigans. Cool and crazy stuff we can pull off with our tokens. And that's it. Tokens and tokens. That's all we need to know and that's all we need to do. What did he fucking do? First off, le token making. First off, it is a swarm and it is cute. Cute swarm. 3 mana, 1/1 insect. Landfall, whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1 green insect creature token. If you control 6 or more lands, create a token that's a copy of Cute Swarm instead. I realize I've been playing this guy in a lot of my decks, so I guess they're swarming my decks. Rampa Jingaling Baloth, 6 mana, 6/6 beast trample landfall, put a 4/4 green beast creature token into play. If you have your commander in play, just fetching once will create 4/4 green beast creature tokens. Yep, Simic. Avenger of Zendikar,
It's like, 7 mana, 5/5, so when it comes to play, create as our own blank creature, creatures the lands you control. Landfall whenever land on each blank creature you control.
Been there, done that, but this freaking art, dude, I don't have it. I do not have this art. And I'm really mad. I really want it. It's really nice. Gender Shoot Dryad, 5 mana, 2/2 Dryad. Ascend. At the beginning of each upkeep, create a 1/1 green sub-rolling creature token. Psst. You'll be making 2 with your commander.
Nice.
Suprolings you control get +2/+2 as long as you have the City's Blessing. Makes a lot of Supra holy jabronis. And Bramble Sovereign is a card I adore but never saw the perfect fit in any of my decks until now. She's a 4 mana, 4/4 Dryad. Whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield, you may pay 2. If you do, that creature's controller creates a token that's a copy of that creature. Like, yeah, it's really good in any deck, giving you another creature for 2 mana, but giving you 2 tokens for 2 mana instead is hello! Now for a couple of blue creatures in the Memphis Mutineer. He's a 4 mana, 3/3 Salamander Pirate. That's pretty cool.
Give it to me now!
When Memphis Mutineer enters the battlefield, exile up to 1 target non-salamander creature. That creature's controller creates a 4/3 blue salamander warrior creature token. You can use this as removal for your opponent's creatures or exile any of your 1/1 tokens to create 4/3 tokens. And 4/3 is bigger than 1/1. I am good at mathematics. Beefworm, 4 mana, 0/1. When Beefworm dies, create a 3/3 token.
You only exist out here because of me!
When that 3/3 token dies, create a 6/6 token. When that token dies, create a 9/9 token. Another cool card that fits like a glove in this deck. Hey, a new card, Hello Esika's Chariot. It's a 4 mana 4/4 vehicle. When Esika's Chariot enters the battlefield, create 2/2 green cat creature tokens. Whenever Esika's Chariot attacks, create a token that's a copy of target token you control. Huh? Creates tokens and creates tokens of your tokens. Tokens?
What?
Como serpent. I would just like to take a minute to appreciate this card and its art. It's really, really beautiful. Oh. It's a 7 mana 6/6, cannot be countered. Okay, at the beginning of each upkeep, create a 3/3 blue serpent creature token named Comas Coil. Okay, sacrifice another serpent, choose one. Tap target permanent, its activated ability can be activated this turn. Or, Como serpent gains indestructible until end of turn. Creates 2 serpents a turn with your commander. Is it freaking good and it's freaking annoying?
I collect your fucking head.
Next up, Procrastinator Mimic. It's a 6 mana shapeshifter. You may have it enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature on the battlefield, except it has, at the beginning of your upkeep, if this creature isn't a token, create a token that's a copy of this creature. Did you guys understand that? So at the beginning of your upkeep, you create another token and create another token and why? Next up, the one and only Bark Typhoon. 6 mana enchantment. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a XX blue shark creature token with flying, where X is that spell's converted mana cost. One of my favorite cards from recent years, flying shark tokens. I love it. And of course, when doubling season is in the house, all our tokens are aroused. I want to be a rapper, okay? Doubles your tokens and doubles your +1/+1 counters. Just classic green things. You wouldn't understand white. Helm of the Post Malone. 4 mana equipment. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a token that's a copy of equipped creature, except the token isn't legendary. That token gain haste. Equip for 5. Huh? Imagine putting this on your commander and creating double the tokens, and then on the next turn doubling the doubling tokens, and then just exponentially getting more tokens. Ooh, one of my new favorite cards, Mystic Reflection, 2 mana instant. Choose target non-legendary creature. The next time one or more creatures or planeswalkers enters the battlefield this turn, they enter as copies of the chosen creature. Cast this right before your Avenger of Zendikar hits the field and make all your tokens enter as copies of Ferocious Pup, baby! Oh my lord, 2/2 wolves! Why isn't this banned? Clone Legion makes a legion of clones, hence the name. Clone Legion. For each creature target player controls, create a token that's a copy of that creature. I know it costs 9, but usually it's GG once this resolves. Quasi-Lead Duplicate. 3 mana sorcery, create a token that's a copy of target creature you control. Jumpstart. Making 2 tokens for 3 mana is pretty nuts, and jumpstarting is even more nutter. Is that a thing? Cackling Can't Depart. It's a 3 mana instant, create a token that's a copy of target creature you control. But at instant speed, bro. Instant speed, bro. Shenanigans. So that's basically your game plan. Make tokens and never look back. Now, all the sweet stuff we can do with our tokens, I've included a little clone package in Sakamish of 1,000 Faces. You may have Sakamish of 1,000 Faces enter the battlefield as a copy of another creature you control, except it has Sakashima of 1,000 Faces other abilities. The legend rule doesn't apply to permanents you control. Permanents lets you copy your legendary creatures like, your commander, like, Koma, like, tripling your tokens because Simic. Spark Double is here for more trouble, does the exact same thing as Sakamish. We're stacking these motherfuckers. And Cleaver Impurginator, 4 mana 0/0. You may have Cleaver Impurginator enter the battlefield as a copy of any non-land permanent on the battlefield, like, I don't know, lol, doubling season. With all these clones and copies, we run Agent of Treachery. Enters the battlefield, gain control of target permanent. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 3 or more permanents you don't own, draw 3 cards. Really balonies once you start making copies and 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 copies of him. Fuck! Now for some card draw. Tishana, Voice of Thunder, 7 mana XX. Power and toughness equal to the number of cards in your hand. You have no maximum hand size. And when she enters the battlefield, draw a card for each creature you control. You're probably gonna draw about, 1 billion cards minimum. Next up, we have a lot of tokens. What are we gonna do? We're going to attack with the tokens. And what are we gonna do? Draw a card each time they deal combat damage to a player with cards like Orin Frostfang. Orin Frostfang?
Or Frostfang!
Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. And attacking creatures you control have Death Touch. That's pretty good with all your little freaking baloney tokens. Oh, and Toski, Bearer of Secrets, 4 mana 1/1, can be countered, indestructible, attacks each turn. Same thing as Orin Frostfang. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. This art, this art, Same thing with Bident of Tassa. Whenever a creature you control is coming out to a player, draw a card and pay 2, tap creatures your opponent control. Attack this turn if able. You can force an opponent to tap out and then enter his face with your tokens. Return of the Wild Speakies. 5 mana, draw cards equal to the greatest power among non-human creatures you control. Or non-human creatures you control get +3/+3 until end of turn. Really versatile, really good. And Shamanic Revelation. 5 mana, sorcery, draw a card for each creature you control. And it has Ferocious. Anybody remember what that does? I don't know, but you can for life for each creature you control with power 4 or greater. I'm guessing it does that.
Okay.
My name is Bond. Elemental Bond. 3 mana enchantment. Whenever a creature with power 3 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card now. Why are we playing this, you think? Because it's freaking bonkers with Garruk Primal Hunter. Just for his +1, create a 3/3 green beast creature token. So with Elemental Bond on your commander, you draw 2 cards. And his -3 draws cards. So yeah! Same thing for Garruk Wild Speakies. 4 mana, 3 loyalty counters, -1, put a 3/3 green beast creature token on the battlefield. So same thing with your commander and Elemental Bond, you draw 2 cards. The engine is real. And same thing with VV Monsters Advocate. 5 mana, 3 loyalty counters. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast creature spells from the top of your library. That's pretty good. +1, create a 3/3 green beast creature token, but you know, just creating a token is not that good. You have to put a counter on it. Vigilance, Reach, or Trample. Yeah. And the -2 is, what? When you cast your next creature spell this turn, search your library for a creature card with lesser converted mana cost, put it onto the battlefield. What? Vivian! And Freyalis doesn't draw cards with Elemental Bond, but does a bit of everything. +2, create a 1/1 green elf druid creature token with tap, add a green. -2, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Or -6, draw a card for each green creature you control. So yeah, removal, ramp, draw, everything you want. And we don't really need finishers to win the game. Our tokens can just attack and kill everybody, but we'll give them a hand with Beastmaster Ascension. 3 mana, green enchantment. Whenever a creature you control attacks, you may put a quest counter on Beastmaster Ascension. As long as it has 7 or more counters on it, creatures you control get +5/+5. Yep.
That's a lot of damage!
Finishes the game pretty quick. And my boy, Crater Hoof Behemoth. So that is it for this Simic beauty. I hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget, we're here for a silly goose time, and that is it. Goodbye.